guys, welcome back to NsomniaksDream. Certainly hope that you guys are having a great week. I'm going to keep this intro super short for you, so this is just a tutorial on this fun, simple, starry glitter look that you may have already seen on my Instagram. So if you want to see how it's done or just want to watch for the fun of it, then please keep watching. First thing I did was lay down a good base with my First Aid Beauty Coconut Primer Moisturizer. And then I went in with the NYX Total Control Drops in the palest shade with a damp beauty sponge and just applied it all over my face, neck, and chest. This is a little bit lighter than my actual skin tone, but I like it for the contrast it offers to the colors on top. And then to add a little bit more brightness, I just took the Makeup Forever Color Stick in white and applied this to the high points of my face and blended it out with the same sponge. To set the cream products, I just used my Ben 9 Neutral Set and applied it with a powder puff to just press it into my skin. And then I laid down a thick layer of the powder just under my eyes to catch any fallout for the dark shadows I'm going to be using on my lids. To prime my eyes, I used the NYX HD Shadow Base and then laid down a layer of the Vivid Brights Cream Color in Cyber Pop for the red to sit on top of. The orange tone in the cream color helps the red pop a little bit better, and the red I'm just using is Love Plus from Sugar Pill, and I'm applying this all to the inner corner of my eye and to about halfway point of my eyelid. Then with a Suva Beauty Shimmer Shadow, I'm just applying this to the outer portion of my eyelid and packing it on with a stiff synthetic brush. And then to kind of blend the two together, I also took a darker matte red shadow and made that the transition color between the two. And a really good tip when you're working with bright colors like this is to always kind of pat the color on more than to actually blend it so that the colors don't become muddy and they actually stay their natural vibrancy. And then just with a tapered blending brush, I just used the same red color and feathered it out on the edges to create a little bit more of a cat eye shape and elongate my eyes a little bit. And because I wanted the outer corners of the eyes to be a little bit more dramatic and intense, I did just take a matte black shadow, this one is from NYX, and I patted it on to the outer corners, laying it down where I wanted, and then taking the same blending brush and just feathering out the edges of it. I quickly lined my eyes with a pretty basic cat wing liner since it's probably one of my favorite go-tos. And then I just took the same red shadow along with the purple shades and blended them underneath my eyes, pulling them out a little bit further than you normally would just to add a little bit more of that theatrical effect. And all I'm doing here is taking a clean fluffy brush and feathering out the edges of the red after I lay down the color just to make sure it really fades off into the skin a little bit softer. I always love a super bright inner corner highlight, so for this I just took a shimmer shadow from Suva Beauty called Empire State and applied this to the inner corners and a little bit on the brow bone. Jumping to the face, I did just take the same red eyeshadow I used on the inner corners of my eyes on a big fluffy brush and started applying this to the areas I would usually add contouring or areas that I want to help define the face a little bit more. And I layered that with a matte purple shadow as well to start adding even more definition. Contouring with colors is really the same steps as when you're using neutral tones, but the intention is just a little bit different, since you're going for more of an obvious effect as opposed to a soft redefining of your features. I build up the depth of the contour on my cheeks and temples by adding darker purples to the deepest parts and just blending them upwards. I like making sure colors like this are balanced across the face, so I took the same red and started lightly applying it to my nose to figure out the shape I liked, and just blending it upwards and out. And then with the same big fluffy brush, I moved on to my neck and chest, highlighting my natural bone and muscle structure. And because I was going for more of a fun, theatrical kind of makeup look, I went ahead and heavily defined these areas, as well as kind of making a fake shape for my collarbone. As you can see, this is not the shape your collarbone really sits at, this like extreme S shape. But I often like playing around with different ideas for contouring and definition, so I figured why not have a little bit of fun? And I just build them up with these same purple shadows that I did on the face. For eyes, I quickly lined my upper and lower waterline, added some mascara and lashes, and then threw on a purple wig. And then to make my brows match the hair color I had just added, I took a purple magenta tone color and applied this to both of my brows. For the lips, I did a little bit of a layering effect, starting with the NYX Epic Ink Lip Dye, and then using two of these suede colors, one in the Cosmic Metals, which is a purple, and then using Alien, which is the black liquid suede lipstick. I applied the gradients on the opposite side of my lips since I wanted them to mimic what I wanted to do to the eyes with the glitter, and then just taking a starry glitter from the Gypsy Shrine, I only used the stars and applied them individually. This was of course tedious and repetitive, so I just skipped over it for you guys because that'd probably be a little bit boring to watch. But I just used lash glue to lay them all down and just applying them individually until you got this effect. And then you are done. That is it for my Fallen Stars makeup tutorial. Just a little bit of something creative to get me back into the swing of things. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. I really appreciate you guys sticking around while I was trying to figure stuff out. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up, comments, or please subscribe if you haven't already. But either way, I am so grateful for you guys and for being here with me through all the craziness. So thank you so much. I, of course, will see you next video. So until then, bye guys.